Yeah. We back at it. Another one.
Yes, sir. You already know, man. You already know. It's your boy, the Maniac. And welcome to another episode of 15 Rounds of Boxing Podcast, presented to you by four corners. Like I said, it's your boy, the Maniac. To my right, I have the one and only, the heavyweight champ of the world, my man, Fight Night Mo, aka Bear Paw. Talk to me, Mo. How you feeling?
I'm good, my brother. I'm good, my brother. Salute to the people. I hope everybody had a great and blessed week so far. Memorial Day weekend. Everybody be safe. Enjoy with the family and loved ones. Make it back home safely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
More
man.
importantly, you said it. Safe, man. Safe. Just real quick, as you know, we got two other brothers, of course, Fight Night X, and
Of
of
course.
course, Mr. Ball for Ball Uno. They
Uno
might
Juno.
join us, they might not, but the show must move on. Shout to my brothers. You know, we love them dearly. And we just verse like that, well versed that, if when it's all four, it's just dangerous.
That's
But
it.
we dangerous no matter who's here, who's on the board. So Mo, listen, man, let's not waste no time here,
Well,
champ.
let's do it. Let's do it.
We got boxing this week, right? We got two cards there. There's gonna be a lot of eyes on. So let's get to it, right? We have Josh Taylor, former undisputed junior
Mhm.
welterweight champion, is gonna make his welterweight debut versus Ikao Asuman. Now, he fights out of the UK. I believe he's African. He's 21-1, 8 night quills. So he's not a big puncher. But I was looking at his tape because again, I didn't know who he was. So I
Right.
said, let me take a look at him. He has a strong build and he fights aggressively. Now,
Uh,
again, he's not a big puncher, but Josh Taylor is another fighter that like to go in there. He like to cook. But nonetheless, I think the story of this is the 147. We got another play at 147.
mm,
Mo, Josh Taylor is coming into this fight on a 2-fight losing streak. He lost to Catterall in the rematch, and before that, he lost to Tio. And before that, he won a split decision over Catterall, a fight many felt he lost.
so pretty
So he
much
could have
he two and
he could
one.
he could have been on a 3-fight losing streak. But listen, um, what are you expecting from Josh Taylor this Saturday? And do we see a stronger, better Josh Taylor at welterweight?
No, we don't. If you can't get it done against Catterall, against Tio, and you couldn't display your dominance and your power against those two type of fighters, which is kind of hard for a guy like Tio because his athleticism, the way he moves, makes it a little difficulty for certain fighters, especially like um, Josh Taylor. But then you got Jack Catterall. You know he's got that gritty, got that European swagger that he's gonna stand there, he's gonna fight. He couldn't get the job done and lay Catterall out. So you're telling me you're gonna move up 7 pounds and go up to 147? And then come fight night, no one's coming in at 147. So you got anywhere between a good 12 to maybe 15 pounds extra. So you're looking at a guy that's coming in fight night anywhere between 155, maybe 160, and you couldn't get it done at 140? Nah. Unless you pad your gloves or something, you do something that you ain't supposed to be doing, ain't no way that power is transferring up there. And he's not built like that. You got some guys that are smaller guys that they power might translate up to those higher weight classes, like a Inoue. Inoue's power and his athleticism and speed, it probably will transfer up if he goes up to another weight class. You got guys like a Bam Rodriguez, Bam Bam, that he can transfer up. You got a guy that you've seen like Tank that he's went to 140 and the power's still there. So you got certain guys that are like that. Jack is not built like that. I mean, Josh is not built
Got
like that. It doesn't transfer over. I don't know too much about his opponent, but from what you're saying, if he's a big aggressive fighter, this could go the distance, and it might not be a cakewalk. This might be a real challenge for him. And what happens if he loses now 3 in a row? What's next, Josh? Because if you can't do it against a guy that we don't really know, I'm not gonna
We
say
don't know.
I don't use that name. And we always say on this show, the ones we don't know are the dangerous ones.
Absolutely.
Look at Hughes. No one knew who the hell Hughes was when he fought this guy, your favorite fighter, when he fought Cambosa. And he beat Cambosa hands down. But the powers that be made sure that Cambosa got the victory. If if Josh loses this fight, it ain't gonna look good. He might have to start rethinking what he wants to do in his career, because if you can't beat a guy that's the unknown that we don't know, what are you gonna do in the 147 against the Lynx? What you gonna do against a guy like Stanionis, a guy like Villa? Matter of fact, a guy like Boots. Come on, Brian Norman Jr. You're not gonna be able to hold no. You're gonna be fooled. As simple as that. So I don't know. I'm intrigued to see what he's gonna do. What happens in this fight pretty much determines the next outlook for his career. What he's gonna do next, and if he stays at 147.
Correct. No, good analysis there, man. As far as me, what I think, I need to see it first, right?
Yeah.
I think it will benefit him, but to what extent will it benefit him? That doesn't mean he's going to be a bigger puncher. That doesn't mean he's going to be knocked out. He just might be healthier, and he might be slightly stronger, but it doesn't mean he's going to be putting people to sleep. So it's going to be interesting. I think based on what I saw from Cal, he looks like he's going to be aggressive. So he's a fighter that looks like he's going to stand in front of Josh Taylor. Now, we know Josh Taylor's a big dude, even at 140. Now, 147, he might fill out, right? And he just might look like a welterweight. So it's going to be interesting, right? I'm going to reserve my judgment to after the fight.
Right.
No, if he's like you said, right? He might look bad, might lose and say, yo, let me go back to 140. I think he should stay at 147. And if he loses, it depends how he loses. If it's like he got robbed, then it's like, nah, bro, we know he won that fight.
If he competes and he puts on a pretty good show, like a good performance, then we might be able to say, okay, Jack, maybe the extra weight was beneficial for you. I mean, sorry, I got him in my head, man. That mean we got a fight coming up with Jack.
Jack. I think he does. I think he does have a fight coming up. No, he actually
does have a fight coming up, I believe. Yeah, that's probably why I'm like, in my head, I was reading up on it an hour ago, and I was actually looking at him and Taylor's fight a couple days ago. I was watching number 1 and 2. So, two good classic fights right there. But yeah, it's all a matter of time and what we're gonna see. So
correct. So that'll be happening Saturday. That's promoted by Queensberry. Shout to Frank Warren.
The GOAT over there.
He's one of the goats. He's one of the goats when it comes to promoting. So now with that being said, I need your prediction.
Woo! See, I don't know too much about this.
You're gonna vacate. You're gonna vacate.
I want to vacate, but I ain't gonna do it. Not this one. I'm gonna say decision.
Yeah.
Somebody getting a decision. Who?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Who? I don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'm gonna go with the known, which is Josh Taylor. I'm gonna go decision. Is it gonna be an easy one? Is it gonna be a tough one? That remains to be seen, right? A lot of these unknown fighters, like you said, Mo, make very good points, especially here on Four Corners. We say that, man, these are the guys that he gonna get cooked. He go in there, he the one with the apron on. He the one with all the seasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody picked Munguia to win. We all picked Munguia to win. And It went
Sriracha.
one punch.
Sriracha.
He went Google Gaga.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go as well. I'm gonna go Josh Taylor via decision. And if he wins, whether I just hope whoever wins is a definitive win, right? No
Yeah.
one gets robbed. But if Josh Taylor wins this fight and he wins it definitively, there's gonna be so much options for him at 147. A lot of big fights. So we'll see. There's a big opportunity here for him. Does he take advantage of that opportunity, Mo? We will see Saturday. Now on the co-main event, Mo, we have a heavyweight, rising star heavyweight, Moses Ituama. Now, anyone knows that boxing was the heavyweight division is what built boxing. Boxing, the most popular division in boxing is the heavyweight division.
Hands down.
All the Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, George Foreman, like the most famous fighters, we could go on, are from the heavyweight division. So whenever we got a heavyweight, we get excited. Unfortunately, he's not an American, and that's what we're waiting for. Moses Ituama, 11-0 Mo, 9 night quills. He's on a 7 knockout winning streak. He has won 7 straight by KO. He's taking on American Mike Boligan. Now, Boligan was funny is that he fought because my man the Russian got Gassiev, who lost to Otto Wall in his last fight by decision. So he was stopped. Boligan was stopped in the second round of that fight. But he has it, his record, he's 21-1 with 16 night quills. Now again, competition matters, right? Who have you beaten? Right, that matters. But it's the heavyweight division, Mo. Anything can happen. It doesn't really matter.
You're waiting for the knockout.
Correct. It can happen to anybody. So talk to me. If you have seen Moses Ituama, what's your thoughts on him, and what are you expecting from him this Saturday?
Like we said, still unknown, right? Dangerous. He's dangerous. He don't play with his food. He go in there. He ain't getting paid for overtime. In the words of my guy Boots, he in and out like a bank robbery. He not playing around. So with this one, I don't know too much about his opponent, but if he does what he does and stick to his game plan, it's gonna be another W under his belt. How long will it last? It's all based on what his opponent is gonna put up. Will it be competitive? Will he fight? Or will he fold and just become another doormat and become the next, 8th knockout out of 10 fights? So
yeah, out of 11. So he's 11-0 with 9 night quills, but 7 straight knockouts.
7 straight knockouts. Damn, bro. That's dangerous. So he's got like a 90-something% knockout rate. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. So, I've seen him fight. I've caught 2 of his fights. And yeah, he's like that demolition ball that just comes in with the construction. You'd be like, all right, hit the button. And just, that's him, bro. He's going in and destroy everything. So it should be an interesting fight. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's the heavyweight. So we pay to see knockouts. I just hope both fighters make it back home and make it out the ring safely. That's all. But somebody going to sleep.
Yeah, man. Just real quick, shout to the sister Jenny, Mrs. Jones, and my man X. Shout to you, X. We here. Salute, yes, sir. So who you picking, Mo? Who you picking?
I'm going with the wrecking ball, the demolition wrecking ball. Listen, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it right now. So that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I've watched Moses Ituama closely, and I watch a couple of his fights, man. And the guy, he's vicious, man. He's very precise. He hits hard with both hands. But again, It's the heavyweight division. You never know, right? Your
Mm-hmm.
opponent catch you, but I expect him to win this. I think he gets his eighth straight stoppage on Saturday, man. And they already been talking about him perhaps fighting for a title by next year. So, they very high.
That's
Queensberry,
how it is over there with the UK. You start having a good streak going, you start building momentum. They like, look, we got to put you in the rankings. You start moving. That's just how it is over there in the UK. That's how
yes.
it is.
Yeah, yeah. And it's look, man, we know that it's it's their era of the heavyweight division.
Yeah,
It is what it is, man. We did have Wilder for a minute. He was holding us
the
down, but
Europeans
then
got it right now.
he ran into Tyson Fury, unfortunately, and we saw what happened there. But yeah, so I'm going Moses Ituama, same
Yeah.
via stoppage. I expect him to really not really have much trouble with Mike Boligan. And we'll see. I expect to see him we in May. Expected maybe see him back in July, August, and
Late
then
summer.
again late summer, and then again late in the year. So we could probably see him two more times, even three, depending how fast he wins. If this fight ends within the first 3 rounds, we could probably see him 3 times
Really
this
break
year,
a
man.
sweat.
Yes, correct. So now let's go across the globe. Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Angelo Leo had to me, I deemed it the knockout of the year last year
That
when
was ugly.
he defeated Luis El Venado Lopez. Now we talk about Navarrete's awkward, unorthodox style. Oh my God, El Venado probably was even more unorthodox. This guy punches from the hip. The guy hands down. He breaks all the laws of boxing.
Hold
He
on.
just breaks all of them. But he looks good doing it.
Doing
But
it. Yeah, that's a fact.
it catches up to you. And it caught up to him in the Angelo Leo fight where he caught him with a vicious left. And man, look, man, we love boxing. We love the savagery of it, man, but we don't never want to see no one hurt
That was sad.
because people, I say people, fighters die every year
Every
from
year.
punches from these fights. And so this boxing is serious, but thank goodness that El Venado came out that fight good, man. But Angelo Leo, he's the IBF featherweight champion, Mo. This is making his first defense, but he's going into enemy territory to defend it. He's going against
Not an easy
Tomiki
place.
Kameda.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's 42-4 with 23 night quills. Kameda has been in the game for a minute. This is his opportunity. This might be his last opportunity. I don't know if you've seen much of Kameda. I did early on. I also refreshed myself. I watched some highlights. I remember
Yeah.
when he lost to Jack McDowell. That was his name, Jack McDowell. He lost to him twice. It was a European dude. He lost to him twice, and then Ray Vargas beat him, and I forgot who else beat him. I think it was like a no-name guy, but he never got stopped though.
Right.
Kameda's never been stopped, so
A lot of decisions.
all by decisions, all 4 losses. So Angelo Leo going into Japan, Mo, against a veteran in Tomoki Kameda, probably his last hurrah, his last chance of winning the title. I know, shout to my brother X. X has mentioned this many times. These dudes get titles, and within the first defense, they
They
get cooked. So does Angelo Leo comes back to the States with his IBF title this Saturday?
Yes, he does. And I don't think that this fight. See, this is the thing. The guys that you named were cool. Ray Vargas, he's not that type of guy that's gonna lay you out. He throws a lot of punches.
Yes.
He'll go the distance. He'll make you work, but during the fight. Angelo Leo, He got that special prescription over the counter. Let me let me get 2 signatures for this. Yeah, he got that type of NyQuil.
Two
And
signatures.
and this guy right here, being a veteran that he is, he's gonna come in, he's gonna be smart, he's gonna, he's not gonna fall for the traps. But if he slacks at any given moment, just know the pain is coming. And I see Angelo winning this fight late rounds. I say between seven. I would say between 7 and 9. Seven
So
and
you
nine. I think
so
he'll
you
stop him. Yeah.
so Angelo Leo becomes the first guy to stop Kamoki Kamita?
Yep.
Tomoki, excuse
I'm
me.
putting it into existence.
Wow.
I'm gonna put it in
Okay,
existence.
okay.
I'm gonna
You
put it in
know,
existence. It's not an
that's
easy task over in Japan.
no, no, no.
But if he does do it, his capital just went up.
no, that's a bold prediction, man, because it's gonna be tough. Tomoki Kamita, man, he's a boxer puncher. He's very tough, man. He attacks the body very well. He's gonna come to fight, right? Angelo Leo, he's not gonna back down neither. So expect this fight, and this is on Pro Box. Shout to Pro Box.
Oh man,
This
shout
is
out
gonna
to
be on.
Tawk.
This is on Pro Box, so you don't need no DAZN. You don't need ESPN Plus. This is gonna be on YouTube,
That's it.
live
Just
via
go on
YouTube.
there. Type
Just go
Pro
on
Box.
YouTube.
Bing.
So expect this. Expect this fight to be action packed. Does it give us a fight of the year candidate? We don't know. It can. I think both fighters, if they come in to do what I'm expecting them to do, this can be a fight of the year candidate. But regardless, it will be an action packed fight. Um, I'm gonna go with the younger, fresher fighter, and my brother Angelo Leo. I think he does come back, just like you said. I think he comes back with the title, but I'm not gonna go stoppage. I'm gonna go via decision.
Okay.
But it can happen. But it can happen, right? I mean, we see it in boxing. And Angelo Leo, he just might start going on the killing streak. He might be the new Michael Myers, He just on the killing streak. You know what I'm saying? So
It's gonna look
so I
crazy.
yeah, I'm going Angelo Leo, but it should be a tough, gritty fight, man. Because again, like I mentioned, this is Tomoki's probably his last time getting a chance of this magnitude, and if he doesn't take advantage of it, then he might never get it again. Boxing is a sport, man. Depending who you are, you only get that one chance. After that, no
That's it.
bueno.
So it's
So
what you
yeah,
do with
man.
that opportunity.
Correct. Also, I forgot to mention. So Mo, so just that we clear. Um, I'm picking Angelo Leo via decision. My brother Mo is going anywhere from 7 to 9 round stoppage in
Stoppage.
the favor of Angelo Leo as well. We both got him bringing back the IBF title. Again, that'll be via Pro Box on YouTube. And the Josh Taylor fight, by the way, that'll be on DAZN. So again, for the DAZN people or to them Fire Stick boys, you already know. DAZN, DAZN, DAZN is has that fight and then Pro Box. So those are the two main cards that'll be happening this Saturday. Make sure you tune in. I expect both fights to be good, but definitely, without a doubt, the Angelo Leo Tomoki Kamita card,
Oh
man.
yeah.
So
Sure.
Mo, I forgot to mention. Also, you just mentioned his name. He's back, I believe, tomorrow. I don't know if it's on any network. Maxie Hughes. Maxie
Maxie.
Maxie is back.
Maxie.
Maxie is
Was
back
the
tomorrow.
cowboy.
Yeah. You could look it up, man. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I think the
Maxie.
24th. Tomorrow's the 24th.
No,
Oh,
24th is Sunday.
Saturday.
No,
No.
Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
So I guess he's the 23rd he's fighting.
I'll tell you
Let me,
right now.
yeah,
Maxie
yeah.
Hughes.
Yeah,
Man,
Maxie.
The guy puts on a good performance. We was just talking about that. All it takes is one fight, and now look, opportunities come around.
Bro, that's what boxing is. And this is why I was so upset with William Skull. Because again, he didn't need to beat Canelo. He just needed to be competitive. And people be like, yo, I want to see him again.
Sorry to
But
interrupt. May 23rd, Eco Power
Friday,
Stadium. May
tomorrow.
23rd, Maxie Hughes versus Archie Sharp, the homecoming WBC Silver Championship.
Okay.
Oh, let's go,
So
Maxie. All right, so that's tomorrow
yeah.
on the
So
zone.
on the zone. So listen, man, the return of Maxie Hughes, man. So we got boxing, man. A
Got
lot
some
of
boxing.
boxing this week, man. I love it, man. So, we're not gonna get into the Maxi card, but shout to him. I
Got
hope he
Maxie.
wins, right?
Homecoming. So let's do it.
So Mo, also, right? Just in some boxing news in general, there's been there's not been, so it's official. Manny Pacquiao will be taking on uh, Barrios, right? Mario Barrios, the WBC welterweight champion. I'm gonna let you cook first, but I'm gonna set it up for you. Pacquiao, I didn't. I think he's over 4 years, I believe, 3 or 4 years since he stepped in the ring in a professional fight. He's did a couple of exhibitions, but we're talking about a fight that matters, a sanctioned fight. That's
Yeah.
one. Two, he's almost 50 years old,
Mm-hmm.
right? And three, he skips the line. He skips the line and gets a title shot on his first fight back. Talk to me, Mo. What's your thoughts on Pacquiao's return to boxing? Is it good for the sport? Is it bad for the sport? And is it fair that he's getting a title shot in his first fight back?
Everything you said. Is it good for the sport? Absolutely. I don't like it. No, it's not good. Him skipping a line? Disrespectful and it's trash. It shows that names matter and it doesn't matter about the work that guys put in, right? Keith Thurman was out. And I guess Pacquiao was like, I could still do that. He looked at Keith and was like, Keith's my motivation to come back in the ring. Remember, we have been seeing Manny Pacquiao pop up trying to make these fights with certain fighters. He tried to do it with Conor Ben, didn't happen. He tried to do it with the so-called Mayweather again. Mayweather's like, nah, get out of here. So he has been trying to get himself in the mix. He just tried to find the right situation. So he found the right situation with Barrios. I don't like it. He's over his prime. 50 years old. It's only certain guys that can do that. You know what I'm saying? B-Hop did it, right? Buddy was active. This is what I was having a discussion with someone. Oh, but Bernard Hopkins did it. He was up in his age, but Bernard Hopkins was still a world champion and he was active. He didn't take 3, 4, 5 years off. You don't play. Rule number 1 with boxing, you don't play boxing. This can be very dangerous for Manny Pacquiao. Because one thing you don't lose, one thing you can't get back and you can't play around with in sports, Father Time. He's undefeated. Manny, you're at that hill, brother. You've been sitting at the mountaintop. Like that grandpa in the rocket chair sitting back looking at the grandkids play. That's you. Just enjoy retirement. That's it. If you want to go make some money, follow the Mayweather the pattern. I'm sure Mayweather will give you tips on it. Do the exhibitions. Do exhibitions in the Philippines. Do exhibitions over in Europe. But coming back to fight a sanctioned fight against Barrios, I don't like it. Secondly, on top of that, Barrios, duck sauce. I don't want to hear nothing. You had all opportunity. What happened when Boots was knocking on the door? Yo, let's unify. Oh, you ain't answer that. You ain't answer that phone call. You ain't answer that knock at the door.
He
Brian
said,
Norman
I'm not
Jr.
home. I'm not
Brian,
home.
Brian Norman Jr. knocking at your door. Nobody's home. Me not here. But as soon as you get the small 50-year-old Hall of Famer, because let me say what he is, the Hall of Famer without a doubt, Hall of Famer,
An all-time great.
all-time great Filipino all-star, politician, great ambassador for his country, a philanthropian, you're going to go against a 50-year-old Pacquiao, Mr. AARP, and call yourself a champion defending the title against him? Come on, bro. Come on. Like, let's be serious here. It's a disgrace to boxing. I don't like it. It sucks. Mario Barrios, I thought you were better than that. And I'm calling how it is. A spade's a spade. You duck sauce. Plain and simple. You ducked all the smoke against all the real champions and the people that you could have fought at 147. Plain and simple, bro. I don't like this fight. It's terrible. It reminds me of looking at when Apollo fought Drago, except Barrio say no Drago. And Rocky was trying to talk to him like, yo, you still want to fight? You still want to fight? Like, come on, bro. I just don't like it. I thought it was a joke until I actually seen the promos. And I'm like, wait, this is actually real now. Like, PBC is putting really promotions behind this. I just don't want it to, I feel like this is going to, I don't want this fight to tarnish the legacy that Pacquiao's built. And I really got a feeling that this could do that because we don't know. We're not going to get that Pacquiao with the thunder and speed, throwing multiple punches, changing angles, going in there and getting gritty. We're not getting that. He's a 50-year-old man. So my take on it, it's a goose egg. Don't like it. Will I be tuning in to watch it? Of course. I'm a fan of the sport.
That's what we do.
I'm a fan of the sport. But, hey, man, anybody going to be watching this at their house, at the local bar, let me know. I'm down for a good laugh or two. But, that's my take on this fight.
No, listen, man. I agree with just about everything, man. You was spot on. Look, we know who Pacquiao is, man. Everyone does. He's a global icon, one of the greatest fighters of all time. He gave us a lot of great memories in this sport, right? But you mentioned somebody that's undefeated. No one has beaten him, and nobody will. Father Time. Father Time. He can't lose. I get it. Can Pacquiao still fight? Yes. But can he still compete at a high level? No. Because now what's crazy is some people think Barrios is full. Like, he gonna be full. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and say Pacquiao got a 0 chance of winning this fight. No, he has a chance. But this is a fight Barrios should not lose. Because if he does, it's going to look very bad on him. And I'm going to tell you why. No matter how great Pacquiao is, bro, the guy's been out the ring for over 3 to 4 years. And he's up there in age, right? And you're the fresher fighter. You're the younger fighter. You're the bigger fighter. All you got to do is use your range, your jab. Take him into deep waters. I want to see if this old man's in shape. You know what I'm saying? Because it just might get, if Pacquiao can't get him out of there by the 6th or 7th round, we might start to see him slow down. He might come out that first 2 rounds like, oh, shit, look at Pac. And then like, oh, shit, here we go. Now that shit was fool's gold. The fatigue would kick in. But like you said, is this fight good for boxing? Absolutely not. Because, Mo, let's be honest. Let's say Pacquiao wins. Do we really want to see, if Pacquiao wins, do we really want to see Boots Pacquiao? Boots is going to kill that dude, man, at this stage of his career. Bro, I don't want to see that.
We're saying the same thing. What we got? The 4 champions up that 147. We got Boots.
It's
Brian
Boots, Norman, Barrios, and no, Boots got 2 straps.
Oh
because
yeah,
he
that's
beat
it. That's
Stanionis.
it.
So
He,
3 champions.
bro, you're running into dangerous waters. Listen, if somehow Barrios loses this fight, right, and you get and you get Pacquiao to be the new champion, and what title they fighting for in this one? Is it WBO?
The C.
The WBC, the
Yeah.
green strap. Listen, I don't care if it's Boots or Brian Norman. That's a dangerous fight because you
Yep.
already know they're knocking at the door. Like, open up, open up.
And they
I need that
strong.
strap.
Them
And
dudes are strong.
strong, younger, powerful, good boxing IQ. Like, everything's against you, Pac. Everything's against you. And I
Everything.
love Boots, but Boots fighting a Pacquiao now. I'm just being realistic now. Boots fighting a Pacquiao now will definitely look like Drago versus Apollo Creed and Rocky IV.
I
It's gonna look
agree.
bad. Throw
I
the
agree.
towel in.
I agree. I agree. And people could say what they want. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Pacquiao, but we keep it real. And I think Boots will fucking close Pacquiao's casket. You know what
Bad.
I'm saying? I wouldn't, bro, that would be ugly. But now let's look at it. We're looking at it as what we
A
do.
man
We
of the
we we
sport.
we analyze the sport. We
Look at the
break
business.
down fights. But now the business aspect. If you Barrios, you say absolutely. Give me
That's
the legend. Give me the icon. That's something I can have on my resume for the rest of my life. Nobody is gonna see when they look at my box rec in 6-7 years, they're gonna see Pacquiao's name. They're not gonna care if
his
if he
age.
was washed up or not at the time. Oh shit, he beat Pacquiao. That's just how it's gonna be, right? So who doesn't want that name on their resume? Again, us, we gonna understand, like, yeah, he beat him, but look, dude came off a 4-year layoff. He was practically 50. But that's regardless, the business people don't care about it.
The
Guess what
name.
they're gonna do? The people gonna eat this up. And the Filipinos, man, they
Oh, it's
support. Oh
already
shit,
done.
Pacquiao. That shit is
Listen,
probably sold out.
Pacquiao wins this title. I'm
Ooh.
just saying if. Listen, they are throwing him one of the biggest parades they had in the Philippines in probably the last 50 years. That whole city, like, he wins this title right now. They're already making him a statue in the mountain somewhere, like a sculpted statue that'll last a lifetime.
Correct.
So it is what it is. Like you said, it's the name. It's not the skill of what Pacquiao could bring anymore. It's the actual name. And look at Mayweather. Same thing. When Mayweather was on his way aging out and he fought his last couple of fights, it didn't care about
McGregor.
who it was. It was the name. Oh, I'm fighting Mayweather. That's it.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. So, I don't, me personally, again, like just like you, I'm not a fan of this. I think this is kind of a circus act. This is, I mean, Pacquiao's not, hasn't been out the ring as long as Tyson was, which
Ah,
we knew that was a circus. But look at the numbers it drew. No, Pacquiao and Barrios ain't gonna draw the numbers nowhere near that. But I think they're gonna do pretty good. And of course, if you stack the undercard mode, which we know Uncle Al does, Uncle Al, yes, he doesn't put out a lot of cards, but when he does, them shits are stacked. Whether
yeah.
they become a dud or not, that's not on him. If he
Listen,
puts the fighters together, it's their job to make it happen,
he got to
not
put,
him.
in order to make this card worth people actually tuning in, because main event, no one's really going to really care. Honestly, no one's really going to care about
Well,
watching.
well,
You,
well, the people there are. Us
well,
at home, maybe
us
not.
at home, yeah. The Philippines for sure, without a doubt. We're outnumbered. The Philippines is going to be number one. But you got to have guys on there like Gary Antoine Russell Jr. defending the title on there. You got to bring back maybe one of the Charlos, bring back one of those brothers. You got to bring back some PBC fighters that are
Yeah,
going to be able to fight. Or coexist with other brands. Go talk to some top
They
rank.
they
Talk
mentioned
to
that, right? We've
look,
seen the rumors
talk
has
to
it that
look. Oscar. You already know he gonna bring them LA boys. He gonna bring the Mexican fighters, and wow, you gonna
yeah,
have activity.
correct. And that's a great point, right? Because we know that there's already been rumors swirling that Top Rank, PBC, Golden Boy, they're looking to start doing more events together, right?
Right.
And I think, like you said, that this might be the card to do that, right? Because there's gonna be eyes on this, regardless of what we think. People's gonna want to see Pacquiao again. Us hardcores, we kind of know what to expect, but these casuals, they don't give a f. Mo, they don't give a f. Pacquiao. Oh, I want to see
That's it.
Pacquiao. It's
That's
the
it.
same thing if Floyd was to say, "Yo, I'm coming back and I'm gonna fight Brian Norman Jr." What, Floyd? We're gonna say the same thing, but people are going to watch. So
It's the
yeah,
legacy.
man.
It's the name.
It yeah, and I think again, another thing they mentioned was the skipping of the line, and it just shows that how corrupt boxing is, right? And that's just correct, and it
Show
just
me the
shows you
money.
how a fighter, right? Because these sanctioning bodies, oh, we can't, he's ranked number 5, he can't get a title. What the F has Pacquiao been ranked? He's not ranked in nothing. He's getting a title shot. So this is what I mean when I say that these sanctioning bodies, Mo, are the cartels of boxing. They
Oh,
just do whatever they want. They claim they got these rules and we abide by our rules, but what the F are you doing right now with the Pacquiao fight?
hold on. The CEO, the number one, the CEO of the Pac-Man fan club, not just the CEO, but the president, our brother, Fight Night X is in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Yo,
He
fight.
had to get on. He heard Pac-Man. Uh-oh.
I heard the Pac-Man talk, man. What's going
Yeah.
on, fellas? Peace and
What's up, my
blessings.
brother?
Yes,
Peace and
sir.
blessings.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah,
So me
we
and Mo, we cooking on this topic with Pacquiao. How I asked him, is this if Pacquiao coming back to boxing, is it good for the sport? Is it bad for the sport? Is it also good that he's getting a title shot after, being out of boxing for over 3 years at least? And father time, man. We gotta, as fans who analyze the sport, gotta also, you know, be real to the people. Casuals don't care, right? They not gonna care. It's Pac. No, they gonna think this is Pac to beat Ricky Hatton Pac. But what's your thoughts on that, X? Do you like that Pacquiao's coming back, and do you think it's good for the sport?
Yeah, I know. I love Pac. That's my all-time favorite fighter, Manny Pac, man. Pacquiao. Everything with this comeback screams no. It's wrong. He shouldn't. You feel me? But hey, the celebration is gonna topple over all this that we saying. No, he shouldn't be getting the title shot. First off, you feel me? 4 years, almost 4 years out the ring. You should not be getting a title shot, but it's Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying?
exactly the
It's
name.
Manny Pacquiao in a division that's semi hot. You know what I'm saying? 47 is got the fighters that we and the fights that we want to see, but we're not seeing it, right? So what happens with boxing? You got a 40 something year old man coming back looking to make history, right? Um, I don't like the idea of Manny coming back, but I'm gonna enjoy the celebration if he wins because
exactly.
he's fighting a solid, nothing to take away from Barrios. Barrios is solid. Barrios gets his shaking. He earned his stripes, but he's also vulnerable. And the last thing that goes in a fighter is the power. And Manny Pacquiao has always been 3, 4 punch combination guy that'll put you on your ass. You feel me? So Manny has a shot. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
So
And if
Yeah.
it's a
excellent.
dud
Yep.
and he gets washed, then it works out the way everybody expected, right? Damn, Manny, why you do it to yourself?
All right,
Yeah.
X. Let me ask you a question. Even because me and Maniac said this prior before you got on. You know, you just said it. Pac was known for throwing 3, 4, 5 combinations. If he was really in the groove, he might even throw 6.
Shit.
With him being going on
Super Saiyan
50,
Pack.
yeah, Super Saiyan Pac, for real, boosted
Facts.
up. With him at the age that he's going to be in now, do you think he's going to be throwing on them 3, 4, 5 combinations, or you think he's going to use his skill set, don't burn himself out, and use his veteran skills to carry him through the
He,
fight?
he he has to use everything in the box. If you look at Manny towards the welterweight career, right? Manny won the welterweight title like 4 times, not for nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he has one of the most like insane
Yeah.
resumes as far as
And,
title
and
defenses, titles won, and weight classes. It's insane.
yeah, and Manny, Barrios is the bigger man, right? I mean, he's a younger man. He's the natural bigger man. Manny has always been fighting bigger men, bigger fighters his whole career, especially at welterweight. Um, Look at the Keith Thurman fight, right? That's probably the last hoorah of Manny where you get to see.
Right.
Manny has always had a chin, right? Yeah, he's been down, he's been knocked out, but Manny has always had a chin. Everybody just ain't doing that to him. Everybody ain't sitting him down. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
true.
he has those legs. Oh my goodness, those fucking
The
calves are tree
Cavs.
trunks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
got, he got running back
You know,
legs.
Yeah, bro. Saquon Barkley.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
The Filipino
And
version.
Manny's a jump in, jump out. If you see the way he fought Keith Thurman, right?
He
For
on his
those
toes.
recap that. He was on his toes early, took it to Thurman early. First 5 rounds, he was on Thurman. Beep bang, beep bang, beep bang, beep bang, put him down, had him leaking. And then he'll take the middle rounds off. This is where the veteran comes in and he's boxing. You might catch him, you know what I'm saying? You might get yourself some rounds, but come 10, 11, 12, man, he's back on your ass and he's closing out strong. You feel me? Yeah, he lost to Ugas, but let's remember also that he was training for Errol Spence Jr. and was substituted Ugas about a
a
week,
southpaw.
a southpaw, right? About a week
Right.
or two before the fight.
Yeah,
Now it's like, oh no, it is what he's supposed to like. Man, he's been in there with every style and all that. He was training for Earl Spence. That was supposed to be a bang out war. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't
Yep.
training for somebody who's slick, who had him pausing. You feel me? Who really like he took the toes away from Manny in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he took Manny off his toes and he was just popping Manny, bang, popping
yeah,
him, popping him. You know, Ugas has a patient
Yep.
style.
That Cuban
yeah. The
style.
Cuban, the Cuban.
Yeah, Barrios is not like that, right? Barrios is not like that. He's coming to fight. Man, he's coming to fight. You can leave me here at this light, boss. Matter of fact, right here on this corner. Yep. Um, Manny and Barrios are gonna make a great fight, and we're gonna find out. Thank you, boss man. Appreciate you. God bless. We're gonna find out if it was worth the comeback because um no sleeping, man. I mean, Manny is an all-time great. Bernard Hopkins has fought till his 40s, early 50s. You know, George Foreman took 20 years off and came back or some shit, right? He took like 10, 15 years off, came back in his 40s, won the heavyweight championship. So it's not impossible, and it's something that the greats have done. You feel me? When we talk about fighters that have done this type of shit,
Right.
it's great. You feel me? It's Hall of Famers. It's all-time legends, man. Um, if Manny cooks Barrios, I mean, can Manny still cook these ninjas up? You feel me? Like if he cooks Barrios and he looks good doing it,
That's where the buck
ninjas,
stops.
yeah, ninjas better get ready because he's gonna have to defend that title if he wins it.
And
Nah,
that's the
yeah,
green strap.
but I think, I'm picking Boots over him, no matter how good he looks.
Yeah.
Because Boots,
Well,
you know, Manny. Look, man, unless fucking Manny is just he went to the fucking fountain of youth. Excuse
You
my language. You know what I'm
he,
saying?
he
I
could
just
do it.
don't
He
see
could
he
do
could
it.
be like you said, and I said it here, like I told Mo too. I say he can beat Barrios. That wouldn't shock me. He shouldn't. He shouldn't beat Barrios.
you know
But
what's
I could
the
go
crazy
ahead.
part about it, Maniac? So this it's crazy to say. I already said my views on it. I didn't like it. Don't like it. I don't think he'll win that fight. But I see what X point is coming from. I still don't think I don't think he'll win based off of where he's at in his age. But
Okay.
like you say, based on now, if this was a Pacquiao years ago,
Oh nah, this wouldn't even
oh
be a
man,
fight.
you ain't even
Yeah.
having
Wouldn't
this
even be a fight.
conversation.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
that would have been
automatic.
that
But
he would have closed Barrios' casket, bro.
But the thing with this is the crazy part. I don't know. Just thinking about it, if Manny somehow decides to, if all the time is on his side, if he wins this fight, that this is a cherry pick gone wrong for Barrios, and now
Yeah.
your reputation, your stock has started to crash
Yeah, and I
Hmm.
because
think
you're not supposed to
you
win
gotta
lose this
understand
fight
yeah, but
statistically.
yeah, but you know, like I said, Mo, we know money, right? What's a more lucrative fight? The rematch with Abel Ramos or with the all-time great legend Manny Pacquiao? So he is a business decision.
Yeah, of
And,
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
money talks.
you know, so that's I get it.
And it's a
Business
wake up
wise,
call. It's a wake up call for boxing as well. Like you even say, Turkey has been doing a lot of wake up calls to a lot of fighters. Oh, you want the big money? Copy. I'm gonna put you in a big
Salute.
fight. You feel me? And
Salute,
RSK,
bro. RSK. Salute, my brother.
salute.
RSK in the building. And like I say, if Manny comes back and cooks this dude, like wake up, people. You know what I'm saying? This man is coming back after 4 years of not fighting at 40, what? He's 45, man. He's 45, 46 years old or something like that.
Hitting that 50 mark.
You feel
Maybe
me? And
older.
and, and he's busting y'all niggas ass.
I tell you right now.
Yo, Maniac, on that Boots tip, I would pick Boots over Manny too, right? I mean, I love Manny. I'm always gonna pick Manny, right? But I would favor Boots as well, right? But if Boots and
He's
Theo is gonna fight,
46.
if Boots and Theo gonna fight, and Pacquiao and Barrios gonna fight, and Pacquiao cuts Barrios and Boots loses to Theo Fimo and Manny Pacquiao gonna blow the roof off of whatever
But
arena
you
you want to put
but
them
you
in
know
if
what
they could
might
do that.
happen? You know what might happen? Body T.O. might say, you know what? Let me not deal with Boots. Let me go see Pac-Man.
No, no, he's dealing with Boots. He's him and Boots look like. I mean, the way it's sounding
Yo,
until
you saw the tweet that Rick Glazer put out.
yes,
He said that they ducking Tio. Now
they
he
no nobody
yeah,
wants to fight Theo though. We know that.
and again, I don't know. Like again, Rick Glazer again. Rick Glazer, yeah, he's a clown, but a lot of his information be right. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
accurate,
The
yeah.
Yeah,
question is, when they say ducking, what's
yeah.
behind the
I,
scenes? Are you
correct.
pricing yourself out? Are you
Yeah.
asking for too much? Are you
So
so when
correct,
you say
Mo.
that,
This
it's
is
a lot
why.
of stuff behind the scenes we don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm not
You know,
jumping on that and say, oh yeah, you see, we gotta see for what it is. Look, again,
no, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. But one thing for sure is that I've seen that also. I mean, Eddie said it the other day at the conference. He said they really seriously, if Boots is staying at 47, he's not getting Brian Norman because Brian Norman is going to Japan.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's not getting Barrios because Barrios is lined up to do what he's doing right now with Pac. So the
yeah,
biggest fight for him is either to move up to 54
We'll
or to
fight
fight
somebody.
Teofimo. But then then it's the
The weight bully.
we're the champ. No, no, no. We're the champs. He's a unified champ. You feel me? Barrio
correct.
Boost is the unified champ. He'll be the
Yes.
defending champ. So it's like the money. You're gonna have to pay me more than you paying Theo and all that other shit right now. You feel me?
That's
That
the
be the bullshit.
negotiation part. Yep.
That be
Yeah,
the
but
bullshit.
but who's Eddie Hearn is just waiting for Turkey to put that contract on the table. Let Turkey pay for that fight. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
Turkey is paying for the
So there
fight.
you go.
That's the thing
Listen,
I
about
they
it.
so
want
They paying Theo right now. Theo's like he's making like 10 million. I heard for per fight that he's locked in with Turkey at. You feel me? So he just made a good bank on this Barbosa fight, which was probably the only entertaining fight on that card.
correct.
You know,
And my man Sasumi was popping.
the Japanese, that fight
oh
was good
yeah,
too. That fight was good too.
Yeah,
But fucking Boots, I think he's gonna ask for more bread, being that he is the defending champ, and rightfully so, because
yeah, yeah.
he doesn't have to give Theo the fight. You feel me? He
Correct,
doesn't have to
correct,
fight him.
correct.
You're not in his organizations, right? Because Boots has the IBF and the WBA.
WBA.
Theo is the WBO. They have the
Yeah.
Ring magazine. They have the Ring in common.
that's the only thing they share in common.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they the lineal. They both the lineal champions in their division.
Yes, yes. But I'm saying if that goes down, Boots gets cooked by Theo, and Pacquiao beats Barrios. Little ass Pacquiao, little ass Teofimo makes for a fucking, oh man, that's a blockbuster.
Now that'd be hilarious. So listen, man, that's going
listen,
down in July. But a week before that fight, we're gonna have history. And not only history is gonna be made, but it's gonna be made in our city.
As
And if
always,
anybody
baby.
that follows Four Corners Boxing podcast or all the work we put in, one thing we salute here and one thing we love is our ladies, baby. We
yes,
love our ladies.
Show
And
love to our lady.
we're just so lucky as boxing fans, as boxing analysts, as boxing content creators, that women's boxing has never been where it's at today. And that's a beautiful thing. They have evolved and it's only going to get bigger. So that's even beautiful. July 11th is going down the first ever all-female card headlined by Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor 3. There was some more fights added to that call. Mo, let us know about the fights that were put, man. I mean, we're just getting
Mo is
good.
pumped.
listen,
Mo is
man.
pumped. Mo woke up this morning. He heard that they got some more some more action added to the
That made
card.
my day, baby. Listen, we got one of my favorite fighters that I like. Very indiscreet, don't get enough praise, but she a quiet assassin. Ramala Ali
Oh,
versus
the,
Lilia
the
Fortuna.
Somalian. She's the
Yeah,
Somalian.
she's boxer.
Beautiful
Also
too.
added to the
Beautiful
card,
woman.
we got for the unified super middleweight championship, Savannah Marshall versus Shadeja Green.
Woo!
We got
That's gonna be
buddy.
call that fight the chimney because it's gonna be none but smoke.
Nothing but smoke.
Get it.
And for the WBC interim super lightweight championship, we got Chantel Cameron versus Jessica Kamara.
Chantel Cameron, bro, and it's already
undisputed.
the
Chantel's former undisputed.
Former
and the
undisputed.
and the
Both
co-main event is Alicia Baumgardner.
Alicia Baumgardner versus Jennifer Miranda. She's from Spain. She's known from being in the big Netflix show Money Heist. They're fighting for the undisputed super featherweight championship, 130 pounds.
So let me ask you, gentlemen, this, man.
9 cards are on this bout, all female. Wait, let's do it. Shout out to Jake Paul, MVP, man.
There you go. That was gonna be my thing.
9 bouts.
Now,
big room, MSG.
Big room. Balanga, you heard that, Balanga? The big room. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Tranquilo,
I'm just saying.
The big
Papi.
president upset.
Netflix coming soon after we
all
pack up
right, all right. I'm
Shirazi.
just saying because I get mad.
It's
You
about
had
time.
Cotto broke the record. What was it? The most sold tickets
Yeah,
for fights.
Cotto's the MSG king when it comes to fight night.
It's
He
Yeah,
broke
so I'm
Ali.
saying
He broke Ali's record for attendance and all time draw.
sales.
Yeah, all time sales, bro.
Yeah. So look, man, all feet guys. That's crazy, bro.
never
That
seen
this
it.
is gonna be all female, and these are fucking good fights. This ain't
Also,
fucking Mickey Mouse
also, it
Shadatius
will
defended.
be hosted on Netflix. Netflix is taking over this whole card.
again. So I'm glad you brought that up. So as we know, the first time Netflix did this, they dropped the ball, man. Yeah,
They
they
was in
dropped
the
the ball.
they were still in
They
this.
wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Uh
Shout out to Jan.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's good.
and as you can see, Netflix is also they want their hands on that Canelo fight. I'm hearing, man, that Canelo Bud. You know what I'm saying? So
It's only right.
Netflix is in it to win it, bro. Not for nothing, man. They like, yo, we want in on boxing, but it has to be the card. You
It
feel
has
me?
to be
And
right. Exactly. Got to be
no,
the right fit.
oh, this is just an all ladies card, whatever. This ain't really nothing crazy. Let you tell it. When the
Look at
ladies
them
get in the
cards,
ring,
man.
when the ladies get in the ring mode, come on, dogs. They deliver more action than that whole Fatal Fury.
Listen,
Taylor Serrano 1 or 2, whichever you want to pick, had more action than all three of those cards at the Fatal Fury in
listen.
Times Square, bro.
One thing about these women, and I say it, and I've been a big advocate on the women's boxing from way back when I used to watch Christina Martin. I used to watch Layla Ali. I used to watch Wolf. But now the game is elevated. These women became more athletic. They've gotten more crafted in their skills.
They
Women's
evolved.
boxing,
They evolved, man.
like every sport, certain players come along, certain things happen. The women boxing is in a good state right now. We as
Good.
content creators, we as fans,
It's in a
we
Great.
great state.
we have
Great.
to keep pushing the envelope and get them what they just do.
And you
There's,
know, I wish, man, Mo, not to cut you
they got
off,
to do
man, because
12 rounds, man. These ladies can
I
do it.
agree.
There's
And
good.
yo, what,
There's a fight
man?
on
And
that
give them the
card.
bag,
Just
man. They deserve it.
just imagine the icing on the cake. If they would have found some way, which I know is never gonna happen, because they kind of got tension, or we could have got the quote on that card. Forget it. That would have just been crazy.
Bro, that
It's
right
cut.
there.
I think that's coming soon. I think
Listen,
that the
listen.
Grove
At the end of the
and
day,
MVP will
Maniac,
be
I'm
doing
not
work soon.
surprised. Business is business, and uh, the quote is a businesswoman, and you sit her down, you talk, you do the right numbers, and if it's one person who probably can do it, even though she say she don't like him, but money talks, I
It's
think it might
Jake.
be Jake
It's Jake.
because
Yeah,
she can see what he's doing. You know, you put your emotional stuff to the side and look at the bigger picture and elevate you guys. You know what I'm saying? And like this is a prime example: 9 women bouts. Let's listen to what this is. 9 bouts, people, in Madison Square Garden, the big room, on Netflix, worldwide. Come on,
It's
you
going
don't
yeah.
down,
get
bro.
no better
And
than
and,
that.
and, and you gotta also see this is why I'm so excited too about this card is that these women understand that they're gonna be front and center, all eyes on them. So you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna
Oh,
show out even more. They're
hold
gonna
on.
show up.
Sorry, I just have to make this announcement. On one of those cards, we have Tam Tablit from Canada versus Mary Kamasa. They're a middle. That's the middleweight bout, 160 pounds. They will be fighting 3 minutes men's rules rounds. So they will be fighting 3 minute rounds like
Yeah,
the
Shouts
men.
yeah.
to them.
Yep.
Shout
Shouts to
out to
them.
the ladies. We have out of 9 cards, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6 or 7
6, 7
title fights.
championship fights out of 9.
7. So this is what I'm saying. It's not Mickey Mouse shit. They giving us quality, man. They just not putting females on this call just to say,
Nah,
Ricardo, what's
there's
going
really.
on? Four
I
corners.
think Ramada
Dollar.
Ali's fight's the only fight that's not a championship fight, bro.
Yeah, Ramla
Everything else,
Ali.
Yeah, Ali
everything else
fight
is
versus Patuta is the
unifications.
only fight that's not a championship fight.
Everything else is
Oh, and
unifications, bro.
the one that I just announced between Tablit and Kamasa. So it's 2 bouts out of 9 that are not championship fights.
Yeah, they
Oh,
said it's 7,
my
man.
haters is in the chat. My haters is in the chat. RSK, what it do? The hell, that's young.
You,
That's young. Hell's Gate, that's young.
yeah,
Yawa.
yeah.
Yo, Hell Trail.
Hell
What's going
Tro,
on?
Mr. Ruga Ruga, what it
So
do?
Yeah.
listen, I'm
And
gonna be in the building.
Ricardo is dollar. That's dollar, y'all.
Dollar.
Four Corners is in the building,
Ricardo.
and we will be tuning in live for that fight night because we
Yeah.
will be watching history be made in
Live.
NHB
Bro,
live and in person.
we got a
Yo,
busy weekend
X,
that
you know
weekend.
why we need X? X,
Tell
you know
me.
why we need for that car? We
Tell
need to
me.
get some pink 4-corner shirts to represent the females, man. Some pink 4-corner shirts, bro. We
We
doing it for the
doing it.
lady.
We doing
We
we
doing
getting
it.
we getting the Boricua shirts, we getting the Ireland 4-corner shirts, we getting the
Woo.
USA 4-corner shirts, representing all countries because we got ladies from all over the
Listen,
world
this
stepping
is
into the ring that
international,
night.
man. Jake Paul went international across the board. We got
International
Brazil,
on this one.
we got Canada, we got Australia, we got Spain, we got Ireland, we got
Yes, Denmark. There's a
Great
I think there's a
Britain, we got
Denmark.
Denmark, you got Mexico. Bro, he's
Yeah,
looking
man.
like
bro.
United Nations that weekend right there.
No, and the way it should be, man.
United
Boxing is
Nations.
boxing
The
is
United Nations, man.
it's a global sport, man. Boxing is a global sport.
Will
So hence is what,
President Trump show up?
bro, he might.
Yeah. We need President Trump. He be at the UFC fights, my ninja. Fuck
He
Yeah.
all
needs to
that.
pull up to a
We
boxing
need him
fight.
to the boxing fights,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. He likes men rubbing on each other, but hey,
Listen,
that's his preference.
listen, we know July 4th a week prior, but listen, Madison Square Garden definitely gonna have some leftover. They're gonna have extra fireworks on the 11th.
Oh no, ain't gonna be no leftovers. That's gonna be 4th of July part 2.
Yeah, that's the real 4th of July. That's the real 4th of July.
That's
Bro.
the real
1 week
4th of
later.
July.
One week
In
later.
fact, I'm gonna get my tickets this week before they go up, because I was kind of ready looking, and they not
Well, they got some
pricey,
good
but
joints. They got some $100
like
joints on
yeah, 100,
in
90. I
the
saw
200
90.
in the 200 section too.
Yeah,
Hit me up,
yeah,
Maniac. I'll tell you where I'm at.
What section you at, Mo? What section you at?
Send me.
I'll text y'all. I'm gonna text y'all in the group.
Send me the message. Yeah, I mean the thing, so I could see. And the good thing is that the Garden is one of the best places to watch fights. Pretty much wherever you sit in the Garden, it's a fucking great view, man. I done sat everywhere in that place, and I've never had it. I never had a complaint regarding that. Just like the Barclays.
When they
Just like the
announced this one,
Barclays.
I couldn't miss it because when X was at the first one, and man, the energy he
One of
was
the
telling
best
me.
nights of
No, I
boxing
know.
history of my career.
Not everybody.
Bro.
You don't, whoever was there don't even need to tell me that. I know they saying the truth. Because from the TV, you could feel the energy, feel it. So I can imagine there being there live in the flesh. Even Ak said it from Ak. He was like, yo, bro, I've never been part of nothing. I've never been. That shit was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and you was there, X. You could attest to that. So look, man, I can't wait,
night.
man. I'm just so happy, man, that the women are making
summer, baby.
Oh,
it
gonna
is
be fireworks, baby. I just sent it in the group chat.
all right.
Check it out. Also, fella that just came from the city, downtown. We were at Last Round's boxing gym. I was out there with Drew Daly, who works with Team Valdez and Team Balanga. You know that Pablo Valdez will be on that card June 14th, Madison Square Garden, Hitchens Cambosis. Real Tito Mercado is on that card. Andy Cruz is on that card. So we got some action on our hands, and we got some tickets on our hands. You know, we was just blessed with some tickets. So the team is locked in. They told me pull up 4 corners. You know, y'all always hold us down. We went out there. We did some promo. We the kids that were at the gym.
Nice.
Pablo sent over tickets to all of them.
Okay. Oh,
We're gonna
this
be
for the
stopping.
Hitchens car?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Pablo brought a bunch of tickets himself, and
oh.
he's giving them out to the kids in the local gym so they could
So,
come out
so
to the
we
fight.
good. We good. Four corners. We good. We in the building. We in the
We got the
building
call.
regardless.
We in the building regardless, but we got the call, and it was like, "Yo, Four Corners, whole lot. This is for y'all because
Okay.
we appreciate y'all and all the support that y'all bring. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes the work doesn't go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? And
Shout
Correct.
out to that man. Shout out to
shout
the
out to
team.
Drewski,
Stop,
Appreciate
man,
you,
man.
brothers.
Drewski and
We
Team
do.
Valdez. We're gonna be stopping by Cops and Kids, their gym in Brooklyn. Hand
Yeah.
out some tickets over there, also to the young kids over there, to the up and coming fighters. And we're gonna be making rounds like that around the city, man. It's a beautiful thing when fighters do such a thing, especially when you're fighting at home. You feel me? When
Correct.
Absolutely.
you're fighting at home, then you take care of your town. And I would love to see more of that from
No, and
both
then
fighters.
your town in return takes care of you,
Yeah,
man.
you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, man.
sir.
So that's beautiful. So look, man,
We
I
working,
get it.
baby. You know we
Today,
always working.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, we know. We listen, man. We apron certified, man. Everyone know. Even those who don't even mention our name know who we are. They see us.
Yo,
Everyone
yo,
sees us.
but Dollar said the fight is gonna be even better with a chip in the building. So if the Knicks bring home that championship July 11th at the Garden, Serrano Taylor gonna be even crazier. You
Yeah,
heard?
Oh man.
the only chip coming in that building is potato chips.
Yo, you about to mute his mic, mute his mic, mute his mic, bro. Yeah.
He's
You
on
on time?
timeout right
You
now.
on timeout? You
You're
heard?
on timeout right now, people. Me and
Nah,
X is gonna take over the remainder of this show.
people
He
thought
gets
I
a,
know
he
he
gets
ain't
he
out
gets he
here,
gets
bro.
5 minutes of timeout right now.
Oh shit.
I
Yo,
can't I can't I
Buzz,
can't
what it
deal with him.
do,
See what
Buzz?
I've been dealing with this since a Knicks fan since I was 8 years old, man. The ups, a,
This
a lot of
ninja.
downs.
This ninja. We hot right now. Don't worry about that loss last night,
Yo,
people. Don't
listen.
worry.
We got
I'm
it back
gonna
Oh, he's
tell you.
tomorrow.
back.
No, hold
He's
on.
back.
I'm
He's
gonna
back.
tell you.
Don't get
Look.
muted.
No, hold on.
Yeah,
A lot of my boys.
very
Look.
lightly.
A lot of my boys are Knicks fans. Listen. If I was a Knicks fan, I'd be in the psych ward already.
I went to
Honestly,
I went
I
to bed
can't take
angry
it.
last night,
Like
bro.
I would have broke. Like I don't even want to talk about the game
Can we
yesterday.
not talk
But look,
about this? The Yankees
right.
made my night even. It helped my night off the win
But let's.
yesterday.
All right. So let me see. I think Buzz. I think I seen Buzz.
Buzz
Shout to
is in the
Buzz.
building.
Get that New York out the
Get
building.
that. Yo,
Yo,
Dollar,
he's a
what's up
he's
with
a
your man
Utah Jazz
Maniac?
fan, bro.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
Utah
Utah.
Jazz.
We cacadoodle the Jazz.
He's a Utah Jazz fan going in on the Knicks like that.
Dollar,
Well,
dollar, dollar. I'm just speaking truth, champ. Listen, you don't. I know you don't like it, but you gotta respect it.
let's go
Yeah,
Knicks. Yeah, there you
yeah,
go,
yeah. Let's
Buzz.
see,
Let's
let's see.
go,
They
Knicks.
gotta
That's
win
right,
game. When
Buzz.
is game two? When is game
Tomorrow
two?
night.
All right, I'm
Tomorrow
gonna be
night,
tuned in.
we
I'm gonna be
back in
tuned
Tomorrow
here.
in,
night.
man. But look,
We
man.
back at it. But
We got in here.
fucking
We were cooking early. I see people started tuning in a little late. We started earlier than usual, guys. So that's why.
That's right.
Again,
That's right, young. That's right,
yes, sir.
Dollar.
hopefully,
That's
man.
right.
I would love, bro. I'll definitely go to the Nick parade. I'll be
Nah,
in
that's
there. That
okay.
shit.
We don't need you there. Go to
Yo,
Utah.
you
Go on
heard,
the
you
go
heard what
see
they
it in
said.
Utah.
Yo, you heard what the internet. Yo, I love the internet. They said if the Knicks win the chip, they gonna need the Avengers to fucking come
To come
Listen,
save the city,
you know
huh?
the
to come
city
save
not
the
gonna know
city.
how to act,
Nick,
man.
yo, the Knicks fans are gonna be unhinged, bro. Y'all gonna just
If
they-
the Knicks win the chip, you saw homeboy was on top of the screen outside. You saw that there
yeah.
was a dude sitting on
It's
top of the
gonna be
fucking big.
crazy.
There's gonna be somebody on top of the Garden roof, man. There's gonna be fans on the roof of the Garden if the Knicks win the chip, when they win the chip, because we gonna win the chip.
There you
All
go.
right.
And
And
Maniac
listen,
from
man. I
there,
hope so.
we're
I
gonna
would
take
look.
you. We're gonna pay for you a first class flight to Utah to go over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. Utah the best.
do a bunch of
Send him,
Nathans out there. You
yo,
heard?
send him to Utah. Send him to a ranch or something.
Go buy
Send
him a
us-
The
Malone jersey.
Mormons. There's a bunch of Mormons out there.
Yeah, that's what we're
No,
gonna
man.
send you with a Utah Jazz jersey. Tell them
Nah,
that.
man. But listen, man. All jokes aside, Josh Taylor this Saturday. Yeah, Buzz.
Oh
That's
shit!
my team. But listen, Buzz. But you know
Get
what?
him, Buzz.
At the end of the day, Buzz, at least I'm keeping it a stack. I'm no bandwagon. How many people were Chicago Bull fans in the 90s? And then they became Laker fans. And then they became Celtic fans. Then they became LeBron. Come on, man. Like that's being a hoe, bro.
Ninja Maniac said. Ninja
We
Maniac said, "I'm
haven't.
still celebrating back-to-back finals against Jordan. You heard? I'm
Yeah.
still
Listen.
celebrating that we made it. That's the only time
Nah,
we ever
listen.
made it."
But we did it. You're right. I can't talk. I can't. I mean, I'm
No,
just
no.
God for
fucking around. But look,
championships.
at least, but again, at least me as
You
a
still
fan,
you still been down
I
since.
never jump bandwagon because dudes,
Gotta
that's
respect
why
it.
I respect the Knicks fans. That's why I said if I was a Knicks fan, I would have went because y'all always, yo, bro, y'all got all the bread. You in the number one market in all the US. And it's like, yo, bro, y'all, the Knicks should at least had 2 chips in the last 20 years. But
No,
that's
but
another
but
story.
the last 20 years, the Knicks organization was
We've
caught up
had
with.
some bad
No, we've had
management
great
and
players. Yeah,
coaches.
there you go. Not management,
Phil
um,
Jackson, Isaiah Thomas. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get
the
emotional
media in
again.
New York is
Yeah.
tough, bro.
Yo,
The
hold on.
media in New York is
I don't
tough.
want to. I don't want to cause
I don't want to.
emotional
I don't want to
stress.
bring no. I don't want to bring no bad energy. My front sway
Yeah,
is good right
yeah.
now.
Look.
I'm
Right
thinking
now,
about
right
That's
tomorrow.
now, we playing ball. It's not about Melo was in the strip club. It's not about
yeah.
Amari Stoudemire wilded
No, it's
out.
a good
It's not,
team. Y'all got a good team, man. It's a
you
good
know,
nucleus. I like,
and
when you look
focus on
like
basketball.
all jokes aside, when I watch the Knicks play, man, I'm like, yo, it's a good fucking team, man. I'm just, you got to close out, right? You just got to
Yeah,
close out.
that's it.
And
Plain
it's
and
tough,
simple.
man. But game 2 is a must win, bro.
Listen,
Y'all
we
must
win
win.
tomorrow. We win tomorrow.
And then there's a
Sunday,
series.
Memorial Day weekend. We're gonna go to Indiana. We're gonna take a game from there, and then we're
Yeah,
gonna see what happened from there. We still a
Oh yeah,
game in
yeah.
Indiana. We good.
Yesterday's L was tough, but it's a learning
It's a
lesson
lesson.
to don't take your foot off the gas till that final bell
yeah,
rings.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Ain't no listen.
it's just
When
like
you
a
in the
boxing fight.
yeah, where
That was what we saw last night was Julio Cesar Chavez and Medrick Taylor, bro. Part
Oh
one.
wow.
That's what we saw last night on the basketball court. Dominating. Medrick Taylor was winning down to the final fucking minute of the fight, and he gets
Comfortable.
clapped. And we got
Get
clapped
comfortable.
2016. What we gave up 20 points in the last 2 minutes?
We gave
7,
up.
it was
We,
14. That was
we,
up 14, like with
we,
2 and change left.
we were up 14 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left.
That's Medrick Taylor in the 12th round against Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. All right.
now,
Listen,
now we
man.
can't. Now we bounce back, and that's all. Bounce back.
That's it.
That's it. Game 2. Look, man.
Boxing.
Just like Manny Pacquiao's about to do and come back and smoke Mario Barrios, knock him out.
That be
Listen,
Knock
that'll
him
be
out,
Barrios need to
Maniac.
retire. If he let fucking Pacquiao, old ass Pac, knock him out, he better retire.
Yo, now that I think about it, think about this, fellas. If Pacquiao cooks Mario Barrios, Rolly just beat Ryan Garcia. And that's a PBC because Pacquiao fighting on PBC.
Rolly
Oh,
versus
I don't want. Nah,
Rolly
don't do
versus
that,
Pac.
please.
Rolly versus Pac. Rolly versus Pac, bro.
And Rolly would fight Pat easily.
Yeah, man. Listen.
That's Rolly's hot again. Rolly is hot again.
Yeah.
Whether you like the
man.
victory or you don't like the victory, he just beat Ryan Garcia.
No, he did. No, he did. But I don't want to talk Pacquiao Rolly. Come on, that shit better be in the.
I don't want to talk Barrios Pacquiao, but it's happening.
Yeah, no, but come on. He's coming back. You telling me he beats Barrios? You gonna be like, yo, let's see Rolly? Nah,
I'm
man.
not
That's
gonna
just
say that.
Listen,
I'm
we're
not
doing
gonna
too
say
much
that, but
fictional theories right now.
yeah.
The money says yes. The money
But
says yes.
Rolly, he got bigger fights, bigger
On
names.
that note, I'm about to leave because this fictional story of
No, it's not fictional, Mo. It's not fictional. This could be
one.
emotion. Rolly is hot. He coming off of a win over Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao.
Underwhelming win. That's
Underwhelming.
yeah.
But he got it.
Yeah, he got it, but it didn't. It's not generating buzz. It's not generating a buzz.
Let's not put all our eggs in one basket. Let's see what he does against Barrios.
Yeah,
first.
Buzz, let him know, Buzz, because X, he already got Pacquiao's next 4 fights lined up.
Yeah. He got I told you he the president of the fan club. He the CEO.
Maniac, check it out.
He a secret promoter now.
I'm on the comeback tour.
He's on the comeback tour?
I'm the head manager of the comeback tour.
I see.
Yo, who do y'all want to see Rolly fight though? So let's switch over to now that Rolly just came into the topic. Who does Rolly fight next coming off of this Ryan Garcia win? Who does Rolly fight next? What cooks up?
Nobody.
He said nobody.
No, listen, no. All right, hold on. All right, so listen. All right, let's be realistic.
Rolando's down to fight everybody and anybody. Y'all know
no. Let's be realistic, right? Okay, that was a 147 fight. Does Rolly stay at 147 or he's coming back to 140?
For the right price, you know what happens at 140. He fights again. But
all right,
47,
so
he has an interim belt now too.
I know. I just
Kentucky's my nigga. He got it. I know. He went.
So
he got himself a Kentucky. You heard?
Okay. So look, if he's gonna stay at 147, all right. If he really gonna stay there, put him in the trenches. Then get him against somebody like a Saniolis. Get him against somebody like a Villa. Let's see what he.
That makes sense. I like that, Mo.
He gotta fight guys that are.
Or does he fight Barrios if Barrios fucks up Pacquiao?
If Rolly gets another title shot,
you more intrigued with that one than a Pacquiao fight, Rolly versus Barrios. If
Rolly
Barrios
versus
cooks him,
I'm not really Is the all right? Based on styles, that style might be a little better. I'm just saying, right? You're right. We seen Rolly beat Ryan. He won definitive, an atrocious fight, but he won the fight. No debate.
Rolly's fights always be atrocious though.
But he was the one with Pitbull was pretty good until he got cooked. But
he was just getting smacked around and that.
No, he was there. Not when he threw that. You know how they say an educated jab. He was throwing an uneducated jab, but it was fucking kind of working with Pitbull to a certain extent. But look,
on that note,
I don't even want to talk Rolly, but we'll see. Boxing.
Out. That's all I'm saying. Don't count him out.
He's gonna. X, you right. He's gonna get. Rolly is gonna get
right now.
He's gonna get a big fight. I agree with that. I just don't want to see him fight anymore. But he's gonna fight again, and that's that. He's not your preference of boxing. No, it's not preference, right? It's just he's not. Now we're gonna wrap it up right now. He's just not a fighter that me personally I'm like, he does. Nowhere. Yeah, he just whatever. But we'll see.
We right here. Yeah. It's Four Corners Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. We letting y'all know what it is with who.
And we're going to sleep.
And then it's time for me. But then we come right back at y'all. Y'all know where to see us, right? When y'all want to see us outside, baby, at the fights, at the Garden, at the Barclay, Atlantic City, Philadelphia, West Coast, East Coast. The Maniac is there. Mo is there. Shout out to UnoYouKno. The bro's not here, but he's here. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And fellas, man, we got a lot of work. We got a lot of work coming up, man. New York has been a hot year, man. I'm loving it. Let's keep this shit rolling, man.
And enjoy the fights this week, guys.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely, ladies and gents. And on that note, we appreciate y'all.
So the next one, continue to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, pass that Four Corners podcast down. You feel me? Let them know to check us out on Instagram. Shout out to 40 Central. Shout out to Fonzo Blue. Shout out to all the affiliates, man. Everybody that's out here doing their thing. You know we outside, baby. God bless you all.
This is Four Corners Boxing.
Hello.
These guys are on the scene, making it happen. This is a New York freaking. So you guys are New York, right here.
Yes.